morning, everyone. You're all here this morning for first appearance. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there's probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested for. As you stand before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with, and that status will stay with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by you if you plea out to your case, or the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a new charge or a warrant. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. I will also determine this morning whether you'd like to hire a private attorney, whether you'll be representing yourself, or whether you'd like the assistance of the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You are entitled to make a phone call to let family, friends, colleagues know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, please let me know. I'll make sure that happens today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there's an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be used against you in the prosecution down the road. This hearing is not to hash out the facts of your case, so don't share them with me today. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Swear from the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay, so put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward to the podium. Kelly Honeycutt. Good morning, Ms. Honeycutt.
Morning.
What is your date of birth?
4/17/73.
All right, you are here this morning for a DUI. I did find probable cause for that. Do you want to hire somebody? Do you want to represent yourself, or do you want the Public Defender's Office?
Public defender.
Okay, well, I see the Public Defender conflicted off of your last case, and they appointed the Regional Counsel. But I'll go ahead and do the necessary appointment to the Public Defender's Office, but it'll be referred to Regional Counsel, I believe. You do have an open case in front of Judge Hitzman in 2017 MM 1420 that's set for a pretrial on September 7th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're going to set this case on the same day in front of Judge Hitzman. For this case, we're going to give you a bond of $1,000. And the offense date on the one in front of Judge Hitzman is April 23rd. What I'm going to do on that case in front of Judge Hitzman, the 2017 MM 1420, is I'm going to revoke your bond on that case. It looks like you bonded out pursuant to Florida Statute 903.0471. I'm going to revoke your bond on that case, and we're going to hold you without bond because you committed this crime while you were out on pretrial release on that case. So we're going to see you back to court on both of these cases on September 7th, and someone from Regional Counsel will get in touch with you as soon as possible, okay?
Thank you.
Dawn Zeller. Hi, Ms. Zeller.
Hi.
You were in front of me yesterday, right?
Yes.
Okay, yesterday they had you charged with a burglary. I did not find probable cause for that. This morning they presented me with another probable cause affidavit indicating you're charged with a trespass and criminal mischief. And I think that is more accurate, so I'm going to find probable cause for both of those. Did we appoint the public defender yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, we'll make sure the public defender's still on your case. And state, I know they went over the priors with me yesterday, but I don't remember. Refresh my recollection.
She's just got a bunch of failure to appear. There's multiple over the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay. All right, and Ms. Zeller, we might have gone over this yesterday, but I don't remember. So can you tell me how long you've lived on Airmont Drive in Spring Hill?
About 23 years.
Okay, do you have a job?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and keep the bond the same at $1,500. We're going to see you back to court on September 13th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? Someone from the PD's office will reach out to you soon.
Is there any way I can plea out today, like probation or anything?
I don't know. State, is there an offer for today? Yeah.
I think in this case it would be important for us to contact the victim just because of the victim involved. I would want their input on it.
Okay. Where's the last case that you have on her prior record?
8/23/2017.
That's this one, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. 3/15/2017.
So what was it?
I don't know. The way these rap sheets come out, it shows the failure to appear. So I don't have any other information. I have a court case. Wait, 17 CT 421 that she didn't appear on. So she probably had a ticket, failed to appear. That's how it hit the rap sheet, but doesn't have the prints of what the prior was for. She didn't appear on 421. She also didn't.
Well, she had to appear at some point because
There's another case, 2016 CT 2799. She also didn't appear on that one.
Is there an offer on her?
Realistically, Your Honor, if she's got withholds on those other traffic things, I wouldn't have a lot of heartburn about doing that.
She has 3 days in, Judge.
With an adjudication and no contact with the victim and restitution for damages.
Okay. And it says in the PC affidavit the damages are $75, it looks like. Is that right? Yeah.
That's what it says in the PC affidavit, but that could change based on, that's just a police officer's estimate, not a professional.
Okay. Because most of these I'm seeing are like driving a 6-point driver's license.
That's what I figured.
And she's just been getting So, Ms. Zeller, are you more interested in just doing straight jail time, or are you interested in doing probation?
Probation.
Okay. All right, if you want to do probation, we can place you on 12 months probation, but you'd have to report to probation. We should be able to get there today. Are the people there today?
Monday.
Do it Monday?
Monday.
Okay.
Before 3.
Okay, you'd have to report by Monday before 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, and if you don't,
Okay.
there'll be, what do you think is going to happen if you don't show up?
Another warrant.
Okay, we'll be right back here next week. All right, so you understand by taking a plea on this case today that you're giving up right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses?
Yes.
Call witnesses on your own behalf?
Yes.
You want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes.
Okay. You want to be able to go on probation for 1 year in order to complete these requirements?
Yeah.
All right. Can the clerk give me the fines and court costs? About 600, I think?
Should be about $591.
Okay. So the fines and court costs are going to be about $591. You're going to have restitution to pay. Right now they have the restitution amount set at $75, but that can change. So we're going to reserve on the restitution amount so they can get a more accurate number, okay?
Okay.
And is there any other terms or conditions of
No contact with the victim?
Okay.
James Gray. Oh, no, that's
Christopher
the
Baxter, is that right? No. All right.
It looks like there's 2, Christopher
Okay.
Baxter and James Grady. The residence belongs to Baxter, but
Yeah, it looks
Mr.
like
Grady
Baxter.
was her ex-boyfriend who is the complainant.
Yeah, well, I think the victim is really the owner of the property, which looks like Christopher Baxter. So you know who Christopher Baxter is?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to order that you have no contact with Mr. Baxter, okay?
That's
During
fine
the
with
whole
me.
period of probation. If you have contact with Mr. Baxter while you're on probation, what do you think is going to happen?
Right back here again.
That's right. Okay, so you'll get to probation. You know where probation is?
Yes.
Okay, get to probation by Monday at 3 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck. All right. Jonathan Doherty.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Doherty. What's your date of birth?
1782.
Okay, you were here this morning for trespass and structure. I did find probable cause for that. Do you want to hire somebody, represent yourself, or do you want the public defender's office?
Okay.
Defender.
Okay, I'll go ahead and provision appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I'm going to set
Is
your
there a
bond.
way
Go ahead.
Is there a way I can wrap it up today?
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Does anyone know what,
He's got other cases.
yeah, I see. He's got the Judge Merritt one too. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep your bond on this case at $1,000. I see you have two other cases here, 2017 MM 2851 in front of Judge Hitzman and a 2017 MM 2676. That's also a Judge Hitzman case. I see the date of offense on this case is August 5th, and on those other cases, we're looking at date offenses that go back to July. So pursuant to Florida statute 903.0471, I'm going to revoke your bond on 2017 MM 2851 and 2017 MM 2676. I'm not going to RCO him on the felony case because the date of offense is August 7th.
Sounds good. Thank you.
I'm going to set all of your misdemeanor cases on September 21st. I've appointed the public defender, someone will be out to see you soon, okay?
Yeah.
Jay Lun Ling.
That's his sister.
Hi, Mr. Ling. What's your date of
How
birth?
you doing? 4/16/96.
Okay, you are here today for a violation of probation. It's a warrant signed by Judge Toner. Currently, there's no bond for that. The alleged violation is that you were outside of your home at a time that you weren't supposed to be. It looks like you were at
Yes.
Walmart with your probation officer. Not a good idea.
Yeah,
All right, so we're going to keep, don't say anything, we're going to keep that at none. We're going to see you
Yeah,
back
I
to
had a-
court on September 11th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
All right.
Did you have the public defender representing you on that case?
I think I'm gonna do that, but I have a hired attorney too.
Okay, who are you going to hire?
High slot.
Okay, make sure to get in touch with your attorney and let him know what's going on, all right?
All right.
Joseph Laredo.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Laredo. What's your date of birth?
May 2nd, 1999.
All right, you are here this morning for a grand theft. I did find probable cause for that. Do you want to hire somebody, represent yourself, or do you want the public defender's office?
Could I have a public defender?
All right, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. State your prior record.
He's got he must be young. Okay. He's got a couple of juvies from 2015. One of them is a theft. He also has 2016 a theft, 2017 alcohol by a minor conviction. He's just in the start of his
All right.
stuff.
Mr. Laredo, have an address for you on Wake Robin Drive in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, Your
How long
Honor.
have you lived there?
5 years.
All right, do you have a job?
No, I'm attending school right now.
What school?
Nature Coast Tech.
You're in high school?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you? You're 18.
18.
Okay. You're a senior?
Yes, Your Honor.
Poor guy.
We're going to keep your bond at $2,000, okay? We're going to see you back to court on September 19th. I've appointed the public defender, so you need to get in touch with them, all right?
All right, Your Honor.
Scott McLaren?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. McLaren. What's your date of birth?
5179, ma'am.
Okay. You are here this morning for a DUI. I did find probable cause for that. Do you want to hire somebody, represent yourself, or you want the public defender's office?
Public defender, ma'am.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. State.
Mr. McLaren's history includes cocaine, driving unsuspended, probation violations, tags, drugs, and prior DUI.
Are they all recent?
Within the, well, it goes back to 2001 and 2002, 3, 4, 7, 8,
Okay.
10, 12, 14. Oh, that's when he got out of prison. He's only been out of prison for two and a half years.
Okay. Mr. McLaren, I have an address for you. Oh, I just have a P.O. box. Is that where you live?
I live over on Tulip Tree. It was, it's 12464 Tulip Tree Drive. And, it's lot 26.
Did you understand that, Your Honor? I didn't hear it.
What was the numbers again? 1, 2.
Tulip Tree Drive.
I know. What was the numbers? 1264? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I got
12464.
It's lot 26, ma'am.
Lot 26. Okay.
What street was that?
Tulip Tree Drive. Is that in? Where is that? Spring Hill, Brooksville?
Shady Hills, ma'am.
Shady Hills. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have a job?
Yes, ma'am. Full time. I'm the supervisor.
Go ahead and keep your bond at $1,000. We're going to see you back to court on September 20th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, at 9 a.m.
Yes,
Should
ma'am.
reach out to your attorney, okay? Sean McMahon.
We are police corps, Robert Morris.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Sean McMahon.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Good morning.
Mr. McMahon, what's your date of birth?
March 22, 87.
Okay, Mr. McMahon, you were here this morning charged with felony domestic battery by strangulation and domestic battery. Your arrest is based on a warrant signed by, it looks like Judge Toner on August 10th. And you do have an attorney representing you here this morning at this hearing. Mr. Morris?
Yeah, we respectfully request the court establish bond pursuant to the schedule of $2,000 on the felony battery by strangulation, $500 on the domestic battery.
State to see for prior record?
Yes, Your Honor. He's got, going back to almost 20 years juvenile stuff, 06 to Willis. After that, he was convicted of robbery with a firearm and went to prison. He's only been out less than a couple of years.
He's been out over 3 years.
That's not
over 2
accurate,
years.
Your Honor.
No.
It wasn't a
Sean,
firearm.
Sean, thank you.
You have an attorney here. You should let him talk for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Morris, I have an address for him on Dewey Court in Spring Hill. Do you know if that's his correct address? Is that your correct address, sir? Dewey Court in Spring Hill?
No, ma'am. I just recently updated my address to my mother's address, and I've updated that with the clerk of court already and the driver's
Okay.
license office.
Okay.
That is the address he is enjoined from going to.
Okay. Mr. McMahon, do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a truck driver.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and keep your bond. I'm going to set your bond. So I found probable cause for both of them. I'm going to set your bond at $2,500. As a condition of bond, I'm going to order no contact with Na Castillo. Okay, that means your attorney is going to advise you in more detail, but do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have any contact with her whatsoever. You see her out somewhere, turn around and go the other way. If she calls you, hang up the phone. I also see that is there already an injunction?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Looks like there's already an injunction, so you want to make sure to comply with the conditions of that injunction as well. We'll see you back to court September 17th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Who will that be in front of?
Yes,
September 19th, I'm sorry. That is...
That'll be my case.
Very good.
Peter Petricone?
That'll be mine.
morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Petricone. What's your date of birth?
8/21/66.
Okay. You are here this morning for a DUI. Did find probable cause for that. Do you want to represent yourself, hire somebody? You want the public defender's office?
Public defender.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Do you have a prior record?
Yes. He's got a theft last year, but he also has a prior DUI from a couple years ago.
Okay. All right, Mr. Petricone, I have an address for you on Jefferson Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes, Keen's manager at Keen's Portable Buildings in Massachusetts County.
Okay. How long have you lived in Brooksville?
Living in Brooksville, the whole time in Brooksville, I've been living 17 years. The place I reside at now has been 3 years.
Okay. Why does it look like? It looks like the bond's supposed to be $1,000, but on mine it looks like $11,000. Is that?
It does.
I'm trying to figure out why it says 11,000.
Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be 1,000. Nevertheless, I'll set it at 1,000. 11,000 doesn't look right. All right, and then we also have. Looks like you were on felony probation. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Is that at a Pinellas?
I know. Look at that right now.
That was our best guess.
It's supposed to be. It doesn't say. Okay. It's supposed to be on probation until September 20th for grand theft. Is that out of Pinellas County?
Yes, ma'am. It was at Pinellas County where I was working.
But they're being supervised here in Hernando. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's placed on probation in Pinellas, supervised here. It's supposed to be done September 20th.
Yeah. Not likely.
So is this is just a probable cause arrest on the violation of probation? Is that what we're doing?
It looks. I don't even have a probable cause affidavit for that, and I don't know if you do.
I don't really see it done this way. Usually there's a warrant for a violation of probation.
I could see them doing a probable cause arrest.
Usually they only do that for ones in this county.
Do you have a probable cause affidavit?
No.
Oh.
I just have, not for the violation of probation. I just
Right.
He was arrested for this new charge, so they are arresting him for the violation of probation.
I see it on the sheet from the jail. I just don't see any paperwork that charges him with violation of probation.
Okay. What were you on probation for? And what are you on probation for?
Grand theft.
Is it grand theft?
Yes, it was grand theft of an iPad where I was working at.
Okay. Did you have an attorney representing you on that?
Yes, I was Wilton Melton.
You had Whittle and Mountain?
Yes.
Okay. Have you been able to contact them to let them know what's going on?
No, I don't have their phone number. I might want to go back to them as an attorney.
All right. Yeah, you might want to contact them because I'm not sure. You might be able to get in touch, or they might be able to get in touch with the judge down in, did we say Hillsborough?
Pinellas.
In Pinellas, where this is from, and you might be able to get a bond on it. For today's purposes, I'm going to keep it at no bond because it is a violation of probation, but I'm not sure, considering you're so close to the end of your probation period, whether a judge down there would approve a bond for this. So you might want to have them get in touch with the judge down there, okay?
So I need to get a hold of an attorney then.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
So I need to get a hold of an attorney?
Well, you
Yeah.
had Whittle and Melton representing you on that, and I can't appoint a public defender out of Pinellas County. So you do need to see about, what kind of representation you're going to get down there. In the meantime, you have this case up here. Your bond is $1,000, but what's going to happen is if you bond out on this case, this local case, they're going to take you down to Pinellas County so you can work out that case first. So you're welcome to do it that way. Okay, and if you do bond out in this case, Pinellas will come get you probably within 5 days.
If I bond out on?
If you bond out on this Hernando case, your bond is $1,000, then Pinellas County is going to come get you within 5 days of that. And then you can go down to Pinellas County and get in front of a judge sooner and try to figure out if you can get a bond down there or just work out your case down there.
Okay.
Okay? Make sense?
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Next court date for him, Judge?
September 13th.
Thank you.
All right. Barry Ruppe.
Good morning, Donna.
Mr. Rooks, what's your date of birth?
9/17/65.
All right, you are here today for a violation of community control. Okay, and I have the affidavit written out by your probation officer, Officer Boney. There is probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody? Do you want the public defender's office?
Public Defender's Office, ma'am.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. It's a no bond warrant. We're gonna hold you no bond, and we're going to reschedule you to come in for court and for an arraignment on that in front of Judge Toner on September 11th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Okay, she had given me when I left the probation office, she said I had a court date of September the 19th.
Yeah, that's what they had this morning, but that's not the right judge. We need to get you back in
Okay.
front of Judge Toner, so it's gonna be September 11th.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Schmidt, Robert Schmidt. Hi, Mr. Schmidt. What's your date of birth?
4/20/67.
All right. I have a charge here for you of driving on a suspended driver's license, third or subsequent offense. We have a bond at $1,000. I did find probable cause for that. Did you want to represent yourself? Did you want to hire somebody? Or do you want the public defender's office?
Public Defender.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State other than his driving record.
There's a lot.
Okay.
Drugs, possession of controlled substance, paraphernalia, trafficking in methamphetamine, failure to appear, marijuana. He's been to prison, domestic violence, assault, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, resisting without violence, criminal mischief, theft. He's actually been to prison for driving unsuspended before.
Okay. So they charged him with a misdemeanor. I guess because maybe they didn't have. Did they charge him with a misdemeanor?
It looks like they charged him with a misdemeanor, but however, if it got up to the state attorney's office and we reviewed it with this kind of history,
He's probably got a prior forcible felony, so it would be.
absolutely an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon that he went to prison for, so
Okay.
it
Well,
likely could be a felony if he doesn't want to resolve it today.
Mr. Schmidt, did you want to try to resolve your case today? If not, the state's going to probably refile this as a felony.
Yeah, yeah, it's an offer, ma'am.
Okay, what is the offer?
60?
60? Okay. You're easy today. All right. If you want to resolve your case today, Mr. Smith, the state's offering you 60 days for Hernando County Jail. Is that what you want to do? That certainly wouldn't be my offer. I would do at least 180. So if you want to take the 60, I would jump on it.
You're absolutely right. This kind of record doesn't warrant any kind of break. You probably should be charged as a felony.
All right, what do you want to do? You want to try to take care of it today for some jail time, or do you want to hold off? The state's going to charge it as a felony, and you'll see you back in felony court. I don't know whether you're going to score out or what up there, but we'll find out.
Yeah, and I'm working right now with this guy. Supposed to go to work. Yeah, but
I didn't understand a word you just said. Do you want to resolve it with Hernando County jail time, or do you want to take your chances in felony court?
I'll take my chances in felony.
Okay.
The offer is withdrawn.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond at $5,000. And we'll see you back to court September 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
5,000. Can I take that 60 days?
Nope, 60 days is withdrawn, sorry. James Harper?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Harper, what's your date of birth?
2/22/80.
Okay, you are here, take this one thing at a time. You have a failure to appear in front of Judge Hitzman for a petty theft. It looks like that was was that a violation of probation?
Yes, it was.
What was
The
the
recommendation, it was petty theft, January 11/17, and the recommendation is 30 days. He did nothing, fines are still open, and he only reported one time.
Okay. All right, Mr. Harper, the recommendation from probation is 30 days from Nanda County Jail. You want to go ahead and take care of that today?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay. You understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, that you are giving up your right to have a hearing on that matter?
Can I get a adjudication withheld on that, please?
What was this, the petty theft?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did he get it withheld originally?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. I have no other charges like that.
Okay, let me just check it out to be sure, okay?
Okay.
And the state would object to withhold. The withhold is for somebody who's on probation. If he's convicted and going to
Okay.
jail.
The clerk is showing that you were adjudicated guilty already, so it won't matter whether you get a withhold or adjudication here. You're already adjudicated guilty for that, they said.
He has 2 days credit, Judge.
All right? Okay, so you understand that by admitting you violated your probation, you're giving up a right to have a hearing, you're giving up a right to confront witnesses against you, to call witnesses on your behalf. You want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you admit that you violated your probation?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll accept your admission. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. I adjudicate you guilty, sent you to 30 days for Nanda County Jail. You have credit for 2 days in, so leaves you at 28.
He went on probation on the last case, Judge. So he gets credit for the time he served before, too, correct?
Right.
So there's some more time.
Okay.
One moment.
Okay, you might have more than that 2 days. Hold on a second. When was the last time you worked, Mr. Harper? When was the last time you had a job?
Oh my gosh. I've
That
been
long,
out.
huh?
Yes, ma'am. I got a severe injury in 2007, and I haven't. I'm about to reopen my workman's comp case and everything. I had a lot of bad injuries.
Okay, so you haven't worked since 2007?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Well, who feeds you?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend feeds you?
It's an additional 24 days, Judge, on top of the 2.
Okay.
Sorry.
You've got 26 days in. All right. So we'll give you 26 days credit for time served. You'll have the $50 cost of cost of prosecution, and also the cost of incarceration will be assessed against you on that case. We have, I'm glad you think it's funny that your girlfriend is the one who takes care of you and feeds you. You have these kids out here who haven't gotten any child support in quite some time. So you have, I'm looking at 2 writ of bodily attachment. Is it 2 or is it 1? It might just be 1 writ of bodily attachment.
I believe there's 2.
I have 2. 2 different case numbers.
Okay.
One from 10 and one from 16.
2016.
One is from Lee County.
All right, so you live with your girlfriend?
Yes, Your Honor.
And she works?
No, Your Honor.
She doesn't work. How does she take care of you? How does she feed you?
Welfare, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, for the one case, it's showing a purge amount of $530. Can you come up with any money in order to get out of jail?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and it's your claim that you just can't work, right?
It's when I have got a job, I just I have a really hard time breathing, and I have only one lung.
Okay.
I ripped all my ribs from my rib cage from my spine when I fell 40 feet.
But that doesn't stop you from going out and committing crimes and stealing things and violating your probation and sitting in jail and...
Your Honor, I'm pleading guilty to a case that I'm not guilty to, just to settle it today.
You said you pled guilty to the violation of probation and you're not guilty to that?
No, ma'am.
You're not
I'm
guilty of violating your probation?
No, Your Honor, that's not true.
What's not true?
I'm guilty to violate my probation, Your Honor.
All right. I'm not sure what to do about these writs. He's not going to be able to pay any money.
I could pay money the day I get out, though.
It
Maybe
doesn't work that way.
$50.
You got to pay money to get out.
Your Honor, he also said in his statements to you that he had worked. He said that when he works, he has difficulty breathing, but he did indicate that he did work.
Okay. Mr. Harper, I asked you when the last time you worked was, and you said before 2007, right? You ever worked since then?
I have, but not
When was the
long-term,
last
I think.
time you worked? That's what I asked you. When was the last time you worked?
I think I worked this year.
What did you do for work?
Thank you.
I did some day labor tree work with this fellow sitting here, yeah.
Okay. All right, for 2016 DR 248. I think I'm missing one of the orders though. I have one order. Am I supposed to do one of these one out of county? One of them is Lee County. Okay, so this is the only one, Hernando County, 2016 DR 248. Nope, you're right.
Oh,
Okay,
there's three of them. Oh.
There's three?
Wait. Contempt.
I only have two.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is Mr. Nelson.
Okay.
Sorry. My eyes.
This is already messy enough.
Yeah.
All right. So for the one, it looks like you have one out of county as well. I didn't realize that was Lee County. This one, though, is Hernando County. 2016 DR 248 is the Hernando County one, right?
16
DR
248, yeah.
All right. So for that one, I'm going to set your purge at $100. I'm going to sentence you to 10 days Hernando County Jail. I'm going to find that you do have the ability to work. And that you have failed to pay your child support. And you're going to do 10 days Hernando County Jail, or you can pay $100. For the Lee County one, the purge on that, what is the purge on the Lee County one?
It's 530.
Okay. For that one, the purge is $530. I can't change that. I'm going to keep that the same. So you're going to pay the purge of $530, or you're going to head over to Lee County.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay?
Hey, Ronna, can I ask that the child support issue run consecutive to his violation of probation time?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's got only like 1 day left in that, but...
Right.
Okay.
So then it'll start the purge.
Right. So the 10 days is going to be consecutive to whatever you were sentenced on the violation of probation.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thanks.
Jason Nelson.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Nelson. You are also here for a writ of bodily attachment, case number 2008 DR2523. It's saying here that you haven't paid your child support in some time. The purge amount on that is $1,070. When was the last time you worked, Mr. Nelson?
Just over a year.
Okay, why not?
I had 2 heart procedures in January of 2016, and I haven't been able to work since then.
Okay. Why aren't you able to work? Do you have something from a doctor saying you can't work?
I do, yes. I have multiple reports on.
Okay,
on my
and you
condition.
provided those to the Department of Revenue?
Yes, I did. Or DCF, I believe DCF.
Okay, well, I have an order here from the Department of Revenue stating that you haven't paid your child support. There was a hearing on February 2nd, 2017, and there was a finding that you had the ability to pay, and that you have an arrears in child support of $14,676.41 as of July 5th, 2017. But as of that hearing in February of 2017, the judge found that you have the ability to work and the ability to pay. So I think that if you provided them paperwork at that time indicating that you could not work, that wouldn't be the case. So clearly the circuit court is finding that you have the ability to pay. And I have no reason to question their judgment after a hearing. How much money can you come up with in order to get out of jail?
At this moment, I could come up with probably $400.
Okay. I'm going to find that you have the ability to pay, that during the period of non-payment, that you have been able-bodied and able to work. You have the present ability to pay the purge. Where are you going to get the $400 from?
I'm going to talk to some family.
Okay, I'm going to sentence you to 10 days in the Hernando County Jail or until you pay $400. Okay, you might want to get in touch with the Department of Revenue upon your release.
Does that mean if I can pay $400 today, I do not have to spend the 10 days?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Did we get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have a good day.